Hello, welcome to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to be talking about the trim and the extend tool. So let's start a new part file. And on the front plane, let's just draw a sketch. So the first example we are going to look at is the extend tool. So let's draw a line, a vertical line, just anywhere. Draw another line on this side and draw two lines in the middle. Something like that. How the extend tool works is, and you'll find the extend under where you see trim entity. If you click on the drop down arrow, you see the extend entities. And how the extend entity works is, if I click on the end of this line, it is going to extend this line to the next line that it is touching. So that's how the extend tool works. So for example, if I drop this line down over here and I try to use the extend tool on this side, you can see it's not working because there isn't any line that this line is going to touch. So in order to use the extend tool, you have to make sure that there is a line that is perpendicular or this line is going to touch. So when I click on that edge and it extends that line to that line. So the same thing, we'll do this thing from this point, we'll click that line, extend it to this line, and we'll click here and extend it to that line. That is how the extend tool works. So the next one is the trim tool. There are 5 different types of trim. The first is power trim. And how power trim works is we'll select it and you just left click and hold it, and anything you touch, it is going to trim it out. That's how power trim works. So let's undo what we just did to get this back. The next type of trim is a corner trim. So let's delete this line and draw a line that extends out, something like that. And we will come to trim, corner trim. So how corner trim works is you select your first line and select your second line, and it is going to trim that line off. So let's click undo to try that again. So we can select trim, select this line and this line. So where you select it doesn't matter, because in the first example I select the outside and it trimmed the inside. So if I undo, and in the second example I select the inside and it trimmed the outside. So where you select it doesn't matter. The third type of trim is the trim away inside. So if you select 2 lines and select your third line, it is going to trim whatever is inside those 2 lines. So again, I'll undo and let me undo. So we have 2 lines. So we'll select trim, whatever is inside. So we'll select this line and that line. So if we select anywhere, if we select this line, it is going to trim that line on the inside. And if we select this, it is going to trim what is on the inside of those 2 lines. That's how that works. So I'll undo. The third type of trim is trim away on the outside. So again, it's the same thing. We'll select 2 lines. And when we click the third line, it is going to trim what's on the outside. And if we select the third line, it's going to trim what's on the outside. And I'm going to press undo. The last type of trim is trim to closest, and this is what I use all the time. So trim to closest is you have all these edges sticking out. All you have to do is just click them to trim them. So this is very easy. This is easier than the rest. And that is how you use the trim to closest again. I'm going to undo and select trim to closest, and you just select each edge and trim it. Anyway, that's how you use the trim tool. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye.